Hi everyone, David McDonald here from Vitality Fitness Calgary. Today we're going to talk a little bit about progress and what progress really is. There's many different ways that you can measure progress. Most commonly, a lot of people will measure progress in terms of the end result that they achieve. I've made progress when I've lost 20 pounds, or when I've reached a certain level of fitness, or when I can now do a full body push-up, or when my energy level is better. So most people focus on the end result and not the steps that got them to that end result, which is just as important and which is very much a huge measurement of progress. So if you watch my video on focus and why it's so important to focus long-term on your goals and think of your goals in long-term windows and focus on the day-to-day effort you need to put in, you will eventually get there. And the day-to-day effort you put in is actually a huge measurement of progress. So I'm going to give you some examples. Let's say that the outcome that you want to achieve is 20 pounds. You want to lose 20 pounds of body fat. That's the end result. So there's going to be several steps that are going to take you to that outcome or take you to that goal. You're going to have to do strength training. You're going to have to work out maybe 3 to 5 times a week. You're going to have to change your eating habits. You might have to go on a meal plan or a nutrition plan. You might have to start getting more sleep. You might have to start reducing your level of stress. So there's a lot of things that you're going to have to do to get you to that goal. So there's the outcome and then there's the process. And a lot of people focus on the outcome to measure progress as opposed to focusing on the process to measure progress. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you need to work out 3 times a week to start seeing results and to start seeing that fat loss outcome become a reality. Well, let's say in the next 3 months you attend or you work out 3 times a week. Is that progress? Absolutely. That 100% is progress. Especially if you went from not working out to working out 3 times a week. So that in and of itself is progress. And I'm sure you might be saying, well, Dave, it doesn't feel like progress. It may not feel like progress because maybe you're not seeing, their effort pay off or the results pay off. But the big thing is you're consistent and you've changed a habit. You've gone from working out or not working out to working out 3 times a week. So that is big progress. And over time, that's going to pay off. You just got to stay patient. You just got to stay in the game. So that's one example. Let's say that you had another process-oriented goal you wanted to change. Let's say you wanted to start drinking more water. Let's say you're only drinking 2 glasses of water a day, and now you've changed that habit and you're drinking 1 liter of water a day. So you're at 4 glasses. Is that progress? Absolutely. 100% that's progress. You've changed a habit, and you've also changed a habit, a process-oriented habit that's going to eventually get you to that outcome. So you are achieving progress if we look at it from a process context. Another example is, let's say you want to be able to do a full body push-up. That's a strength goal that you have. And let's say that you decide one day you're in class to go up on your toes and do a full body push-up, and you go all the way down and you get maybe 1/4 of the way up. Is that progress? Most people would say, yeah, you know what, I got 1/4 of the way up and then I dropped right down. I didn't make any progress, I failed. That's actually not true. You made a lot of progress for 2 reasons. You actually attempted to do the full body push-up. You had the courage to do that. The second thing is you got 1/4 of the way up. So you actually made progress in the sense of you were able to increase your strength more than what it was before. Because before, you probably wouldn't have even tried to do a full body push-up, let alone get 1/4 of the way up. So again, you keep trying that full body push-up, you keep incorporating that, you keep doing modified push-ups, you keep focusing on that process, eventually you're going to reach that outcome. It might take 6 months, it might take 8 months, it might take a year. Who knows? But the fact is, you stick to that process, over time you're going to start to see big changes. So very important that when you're viewing progress, view it in both windows. View it in terms of the outcome, but also view it in terms of the process. And view in terms of the small little things, sticking with the process. Being consistent with your attendance if you come to class. Being consistent with your workouts. Working out 3 times a week, that's progress. If you've increased your water intake and you've been able to do that consistently. Even if you haven't been able to do that consistently, even if you're increasing your water intake 2 of the 7 days of the week, that's progress. So it's those little measures of improvement, and it's having the courage to put that effort in that you weren't, or maybe you didn't have the courage to put in before, that also measures progress. So start thinking of progress more in terms of the process and the steps to getting to your outcome. You can also view progress in terms of the outcome that you achieve, but the process is going to be a lot more empowering. I'm David McDonald from Vitality Fitness Calgary. Thank you for watching.